Positive reflection is the gentle art of looking back to harvest the wisdom that helps us grow forward. And that is the thought for today. Welcome to 7 Good Minutes. I'm Clyde Lee Dennis. Thanks for joining me for what I believe will be 7 of the most enriching minutes of your day. In today's episode of 7 Good Minutes, we talk about the benefits of positive reflection. Enjoy. Positive reflection is the practice of intentionally looking back on your experiences with an open and constructive mindset. It's not about glossing over difficulties or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding value and meaning in what you've gone through. When you engage in positive reflection, you give yourself the chance to learn, grow, and appreciate the good that might otherwise go unnoticed. This practice is powerful because it helps you make sense of your journey. Instead of dwelling on mistakes or regrets, you can focus on the lessons learned and the progress you've made. Positive reflection encourages you to celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and recognize the strength it took to overcome challenges. It's a way of acknowledging your efforts and reinforcing your self-worth. When you reflect positively, you're also giving yourself a moment of stillness in an often chaotic world. It's an opportunity to pause, breathe, and connect with yourself on a deeper level. By making this a regular habit, you create a foundation of resilience and optimism that supports you in moving forward with confidence and clarity. Positive reflection enhances your self-awareness by helping you see yourself and your experiences more clearly. When you take the time to reflect, you create a space to examine your thoughts, feelings, and actions without judgment. This self-awareness is essential for personal growth, as it allows you to identify patterns, strengths, and areas where you want to improve. Through positive reflection, you start to notice how your choices align with your values. Are you spending your time on things that truly matter to you? Are you treating yourself and others in ways that reflect your intentions? These insights help you live more intentionally, making decisions that bring you closer to the life you want. Reflection also deepens your understanding of how you respond to challenges and successes. You begin to see how your mindset influences your experiences and how small shifts in perspective can make a big difference. This heightened self-awareness empowers you to take charge of your growth and approach each day with greater clarity and purpose. Gratitude plays a central role in positive reflection. When you take the time to acknowledge and appreciate the good in your life, you create a sense of balance and perspective. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's present, reminding you of the abundance and support that surrounds you. Incorporating gratitude into your reflections helps you see the silver linings in even the most challenging situations. It's not about ignoring the difficulties, but about recognizing the moments of light that often coexist with them. Maybe it's the kindness of a friend during a tough time, or the strength you discovered within yourself. These moments of gratitude ground you and remind you of your resilience. By making gratitude a part of your reflective practice, you're nurturing a positive mindset that carries over into your daily life. You'll find yourself becoming more attuned to the good around you, creating a ripple effect of positivity that touches every aspect of your experience. Positive reflection is especially helpful for reframing challenges. When you reflect on a difficult situation, it's easy to focus on what went wrong. But with practice, you can start to shift your perspective, looking at challenges through a more constructive lens. Instead of seeing failure, you might recognize a lesson. Instead of dwelling on a setback, you might notice the strength you gained in the process. Reframing doesn't mean ignoring pain or disappointment. It means finding a way to grow from it. Positive reflection helps you see that every experience, even the tough ones, holds value. Maybe you developed new skills, deepened your empathy, or learned something about yourself that you hadn't realized before. When you use reflection to reframe challenges, you're building emotional resilience. You're teaching yourself to see difficulties not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones. This shift in mindset helps you approach future challenges with greater confidence and adaptability. Practicing positive reflection daily doesn't require much time, but it can make a big difference in your mindset and overall well-being. One simple technique is to end each day by writing down 3 things that went well and why they mattered to you. These can be small moments, like enjoying a good meal or having a meaningful conversation, or bigger accomplishments you're proud of. Another approach is to set aside a few minutes to sit quietly and reflect on your day. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and think about the highlights and challenges. Ask yourself what you learned, what you're grateful for, and how you can carry those lessons forward. You can also use prompts to guide your reflections, such as, "What was the best part of my day?" or "What's one thing I'm proud of?" These questions help you focus on the positive while still allowing room for growth. By making this practice a daily habit, you're creating a routine that fosters gratitude, self-awareness, and optimism. The long-term benefits of positive reflection extend far beyond the moment. When you make this practice a regular part of your life, you cultivate a mindset that's rooted in growth, gratitude, and resilience. Over time, you'll find yourself becoming more optimistic and confident, as you've trained your mind to focus on what's possible rather than what's lacking. Positive reflection also strengthens your relationships. When you're more aware of the good in your life, you're more likely to express appreciation for the people who contribute to it. This fosters deeper connections and a greater sense of community, which in turn enhances your overall well-being. Perhaps most importantly, positive reflection helps you develop a sense of inner peace. It reminds you that no matter what challenges arise, there is always something to learn, appreciate, and celebrate. By incorporating this practice into your life, you're not just looking back. You're paving the way for a brighter and more fulfilling future. That does it for today's episode of 7 Good Minutes. Please take a moment to rate and review the show on the platform you're listening on. Until next time, let's be civil to one another out there. Thanks for listening.